Yo, YouTube, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I used to think that I was the only person that used to have certain experiences with women. But when I look at YouTube and realize that it's a universal thing, I guess women are universal. Their feelings and their emotions and their actions are universal. So there's never anything new about them. And I'm gonna title this video in the case of the X part 2. And the reason why I say this is because, like, I've noticed female behavior growing up, dating, and even just observing women or just going out with women, not even dating some of them, not even going in relationships with some of them, but just observing. And I realized that women lack this thing called accountability. They never take responsibility for how their lives turn out. They always blame everybody else except for the big fat elephant in the room, which is themselves. And they never take a very critical look of what has happened. And this is why I realize a lot of women always end up in the situations that they end up in, because they never take critical conversations. They never take a accountability mindset, and they never take responsibility. And that's a problem. I realize that's why a lot of women are failing and are lonely in life, because they've been told their entire life, or people fool women into thinking that do whatever you want, because at the end of the day you can still get whatever it is that you seek or you desire or what your goal is. And because women have been fooled into that, and the reason why you can't fool a man into that is because, I don't know why, but instinctively men know, like, there are consequences for everything. No matter what you do, there's a consequence for something good we do, and there's a consequence for something bad you do. The thing about it is that if you do something good, the consequence might not be as bad as when you do something bad. The consequence might be even greater when you do something bad. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna title this in case of the X part 2. I had a part 1 video. I don't know if YouTube allowed it to be uploaded, but I'm just gonna continue with the series. In case of the X part 2, there's this girl, right? Her name is gonna be unmentioned, but her first letter starts with C. And C and I, started dating when I first became a Christian, when I first accepted the Lord and stuff like that. We met at church camp. She was a very unattractive girl, and like, I felt like everybody thrusted us together. Everybody thrusted us together because she was so interested in me and stuff like that. And the girl that I was after, she, started to date someone else, and whatever. Anyway, so she and I dated for like 2 weeks. When you're 14 years old, relationships don't really last that long. If they do last long, I mean, kudos to that. But when I was 14 going on to 17, my relationships didn't really last long. So when they ended, I was just like, I was never hurt about it. But I remember things. When people say nasty things to me, I may not gripe or be malicious over it, but I will remember it. And I have a thing about me as a man, whereas once I'm done with you, I'm just done. I don't deal with you. You understand? I forgive you and everything, but I don't deal with you. I keep you at a distance. And my wife knows this. My mother knows this. My mother talks about this all the time about me, where she says that the thing that she loves most about me is that when I have a thing about me that once I set my mind and I start going forward, I never turn back. I never look back. She said, you always burn bridges, but the bridges, people always rebuild those bridges because they want to reach to you. And the thing about it is that because I have a certain relationship with God in which, I mean, you might not want to believe it, people, but when I was young, in my dreams, God told me something. God told me that every woman that has ever hurt you in life, that you've never wronged, will come back and apologize to you. And you will always have two decisions where these women are concerned. You will have the first decision you will have is either you're gonna free their souls by accepting the apology, or the second decision you're gonna have is that you can destroy their lives. And I truly never understood what God meant, but I believed God. I believed God when he said that, hey, listen, man, this is gonna happen. In any case, by the way, not to lie about anything, but I'm the type of person I save emails. I think I said it in my videos many times. I save emails of when people call me back, or when people write me back and say they apologize. I save like tons of emails of exes writing me back to apologize for the wrongs they've done. Now, there's one thing I've always told people in life, that there's a consequence for everything you do. I've had some exes that were very nasty. I'm not even going to say mean. They were nasty. They were disgusting to me, and they had no reason to be that way, right? No woman has the right to be that way. I even told them that you don't have a right to be that way. You don't have a right or a need to be that way to me. So why are you like that? But the thing is that people in life always believe that they're invincible and that whatever they do will not come back to them. And that's just the problem in life, because the Bible says, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that also shall he reap. And there's this ex in particular, C. And when C and I broke up after 2 weeks, basically, C broke up with me. And when she was breaking up with me, she called me a lot of names and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, you don't even really need to like do that. If you're breaking up, just break up with me. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, if you're going, leave, be gone and stuff like that. But there's absolutely no reason for you to basically like say, hey, yo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But she was a truly nasty person to me. I took it with a grain of salt, let her go. She lived in a different region of Jamaica. I did not give two shits about that. Have not heard from C for years. So one night I'm in my bed and stuff like that, laying down, whatever it is, I see my phone ping. Check my messages, check my text messages, wondering to her, because I asked her too. C has contacted me after so many years. So I've not seen C since I was like 14 years old. And then C contacts me when I'm in my late 20s. And I'm like, yo, C, what's up? Why are you contacting me this late? So, C, the long and short of the story is this. C screwed up her life. She destroyed her life. The guy that she was with was beating the shit out of her. You understand? And this guy didn't even take care of his daughter. And I'm like, yo, C, I don't want you either. I don't want a woman with a child. I don't have a child. My life is not messed up. I don't need you in my life. You understand? You weren't nice to me when we were together. So I really don't need you in my life. There's no space for you in my life. And that's what I tell a lot of women. And that's just the thing. Every time I get into a relationship, I tell women this. Listen, I will treat you the best I can in a relationship. I will give you a reason to stay. But if you decide to leave, that's okay. I'm going to be okay with it. But once you leave, stay gone. Don't come back. I don't have any space for you in my life. I don't have a space for our girlfriend as a friend. Too much freaking drama. And the point of the matter is that I had said some mean stuff to C, because, what she had said to me when I was 14 years old resonated, and it woke up within me. The dormancy of the anger woke up within me, and I basically, I hit out at her and I said, yo, listen, you want to bring that beat up ass vagina and shit like that, and your broke ass self and all that shit, and your uneducated self to this relationship? I don't think so. I work this job, I make this amount, I do this, I do that. I don't need you. I have no space for you in my life. And the thing about it is that she felt as if I had said like things that were too mean for her. No, the fact of the matter is you messed up your life. And women do this a lot. They mess up their lives and then they want somebody, a great guy, to come and clean it up. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a perfect guy because I've been through women like The Ringer growing up and stuff like that. But I'm a married man now. And looking back at that situation, I realized that a lot of my exes, when they came back, they don't admit to, taking into accountability their behavior towards being nasty to me. And I think I made a video earlier about this, that most apologies are not genuine. The reason why she's apologizing is because, guess what? She met her Waterloo, just like Napoleon Bonaparte. She met her Waterloo and she realized how much of an insignificant person she is in life. And she just wants to apologize to somebody. No, if it takes something bad happening to you to apologize to somebody, you're not a genuine person, because you need to feel apology way before something bad happens. Don't wait until something bad happens to apologize to someone, because it just says this: what if nothing bad ever happens to her? Then she wouldn't have a need to apologize to me. Do you see what I'm saying, YouTube? You see what I'm saying, yo? So some of these women in life, they go through life behaving bigger assholes than men, or just as big as assholes as the men they claim that are assholes. And when they get their comeuppance, they want to turn around and have you lick up their dog shit for them. I'm sorry, man. I don't have space for people like that in my life. I'm too much of a productive man to have space for useless people in my life. And I tell people that all the time. If I go check a girl and she's not into me, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. And if she tries to be friends, I tell her, no, I'm not interested. I don't have space for people who I don't want in my life. I'm sorry. I don't know what type of friend you're going to be. It's not useful to me. You understand what I'm saying? Your use is that I wanted you to be a girlfriend. If you don't have that, if you're not gonna be that used to me, then you're not useful for anything else, because that's just basically what I wanted. Every other position in my life is filled. You can't fill the girlfriend position? Fine, go your way, I go my way. That's life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to be friends with you. I'm good. I have enough girlfriends. I have enough male friends. I'm good. Friendship bracket don't need to be increased. You know what I'm saying? So in case of the X part 2, there are women out there in life that destroy them lives and go on in an unhumbling way, behave in an unhumbling manner, and then when their lives destroy them, they come to you as a broken vessel. You who is a complete vessel, they want to come and be a part of your complete vessel when their vessel is broken and broken in two. No man wants that. No man deserves that either. So no matter what this society is telling you that, oh, you should date them, no, they don't deserve to be dated. They don't have a right to it. And as much as women get angry about this and stuff like that, my wife deserves me. My wife didn't have a kid. She had an education, and she had herself spot on. She had herself ready for her husband, and I had myself ready for my wife. So guess what? My wife deserves me, and I deserve my wife. So, F all those people who are single mothers and whatever it is, and screw over on life by screwing dick and all them things there and behaving like bitches. That's not our goddamn problem. That's your goddamn problem. That's nobody else's problem. Fix your goddamn life, your goddamn self. Nobody else should be fixing it for you. Take care. Goodbye. Good night.